What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Pages with Paige, and today we're talking through the buddy reads I'd like to have. So for this video I did release one that was books that I have already upcoming in buddy reads, and I did realize that there was a series that I've missed out on, so I've now included that, and that's the Don't Forget Your Tale Along, because I will be joining in the last 3 books for April, May and June. But this video I want to talk through basically 4 main goals that I have for this year. So I would like to be held accountable, and if people would like to read them with me, I'd greatly appreciate it. So the first one is the Bookish Peeps Control My Life video. I would love to have some people join in. I haven't read a single one of the actual mandatory books yet, so that's still underway. I have been doing activities though, so that's good. But I need to be making progress with these books because I'm very interested in them. And then I have my 5-star prediction books for this year that I would love if people did want to join in. Then I have my rainbow shelf, which I am not sure how this will go. I do have 2 books on my TBR for March, so there are 10 remaining. So we'll talk through those, and if something catches your eye and you would like to buddy read it, let me know, because my soft goal is just to read 1 of every color, I think. I can't actually remember, but my main goal is to finish the shelf. So I need to read these books this year. And then finally, I have 3 series continuations, 2 of which are the last books in the series, and then 1 is books 2 to 4. But I also have my series spreadsheet that if there is a book you would like to read that I have started the series in and you want to continue with it, feel free, because I need help. So yes, let's dive into the Bookish Peeps Control My Life set first, and I'm going to mention Nothing to See Here first because I don't actually own it yet. It's the last one that I have to acquire, and in this category, I do have the Iliad and the Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, which are already booked in for buddy reads. So I won't be talking about those, just the books that aren't booked in yet. So Nothing to See Here was Erin's suggestion, and I'm very keen to get to it, but because I don't own it, I keep forgetting about it. And a lot of people have been talking about it recently. So I'm curious to see what people think, and I think it would be a great one to have a discussion with. Then I have Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. Who else has sat on this series? Because, hi, this was from Kaz from Cats and Cameras, and so I need to continue on. You will be caught up. So yeah, it's chunky. Concern. Then I have Hangman by Jack Heath. This is Crystal from Bomb Book Reviews pick, and this is a very interesting thriller. So there is a character in this that our protagonist is definitely not straightforward, and there is a lot of morally greyness that is going on, and so I think it would be interesting to see how someone else reacts to it as I'm reading along with it. My buddy reads also don't have to be structured. If you want to spread it out through over a week or like 2 or 3 days, we can. If you want to just read it in the month and then talk about it at any point, that's cool. I'm flexible. Then I have Anxious People by Frederick Backman, and this was Charlotte from Clumsy Charlotte's pick, and I just, every TBR I go to put it on and then I'm like, no, I'll do something else, no, I'll do it. Like, it almost went on my March TBR for translated, but I chose another Frederick Backman from my rainbow shelf. So, blah! I need to read this. I think it would be hilarious, and I'm very keen to. Then I have A Master of Gin by Peter Jelly Clark, and this was Jacqueline from Jaxie Jax Reads pick, and Cara got me it for my birthday, and now it's here, and I'm excited, and it's great, and so I want to read it. And Jacqueline's been screaming about it to me for the past century, so I feel like our friendship is going to teeter on the edge if I don't read this soon. Then I have the 6 of Crows duology, or the 6 of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is Liv from Endless Pages' pick, and I mentally still want to read Shadow and Bone first, like just binge the series. I know everyone said, no, you can just dive into this one, it's fine, but my brain wants to do the trilogy. So if anyone would just like to binge read the first 3 plus this and then Crooked Kingdom, that'd be great. Then I have Ash's pick, which was Mammoth by Chris Flynn. This is an Australian author, and I think it's going to be a really interesting look. So if anyone's interested in picking this up and buddy reading it with me, I would definitely love to hear what people think and to be able to promote Chris, because he is a small published author. I feel like he should get more momentum with his work, and I would love to just see how people get along with it. It's also supposed to be kind of weird. Then I have The Scapegraces by Hannah Abigail Clark, and this was Kara's pick. and so it's shiny. I also really want to get to the Scratch Daughters, I think, which is the second one. So if you would like to read these things with me, I feel like it's going to be witchy, so I'm leaning more towards the upcoming months of dark and gloomy for me, because I'm heading into autumn and winter being Australian. So soonish, but also another 5 months. Then I have A Diary of Blood by S.T. Gibson, and this was Bookish Gems pick for me, and Erin from Shiva and Shelves kindly gifted this to me, so I'm thinking Halloween time. Would anyone be down? And then I have Reading with Merb's pick, and that is Girls Up and Thorn by Melissa Bashardoust. So yes, I want to pick it up yesterday, but TBRs. So these are also subject to TBRs, so please let me know and I will message you being like, hey, this will fit for a prompt this month, would you like to do it this month? Or if you need it to be like, hey, we're booking this in, I can do that as well. So TBR, dependent, and could have but haven't, and I'm sad because I feel like this is definitely going to be my vibe. So that's the first stack, and that is the Bookish Peeps Control My Life. So I'm so excited to get to all of them, and I'm procrastinating on them, and I don't know why. I do know why, because there are also 4 starts of series, and I'm trying not to start any new series. So that's why I've been procrastinating on them, but I just need to start and do it, and it will be glorious. Then I have my 5-star predictions for this year. The first Strange Case of Alchemist's Daughter has already been booked in. Then I have The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones, and I was going to read this month for Chloe's Crime Scene Corner book club, but just the way my TBR went, this was not going to happen. But I would really like to read it with someone, because I feel like it's going to be dark and spooky, and I'm going to need someone to hold my hand. So yes, please let me know. Then I have Starsight by Brandy Sandy. So this is the second in the Skyward series. If you've been procrastinating on it, hey, yeah, let's do it. Half of me is like, we should just finish off the series, but then I'm like, I have so many cogs in the machine that I just want to dedicate to this one singular. But if you do want to continue on with the series afterwards, we'll see how much pain I'm in. Then I have Court of Lions by Samaya Dowd, and this is the second in the Mirage series, and I loved Mirage. So I'm so keen to be able to get to this. I don't know how many people have read Mirage and not continued on, but if you are one of those people and would like to read it with me, I feel like I'm just going to fly through it in like a day or two. So I don't think it would be too in-depth, but if you would like to have a chat and be like, ah yes, I need to read that as well, hi. And then finally I have Blackwater Sister by Zen Cho, and this is from Kara. I believe she gives me all the best books. I really don't know much about it, and I think it could be an interesting buddy read because I am just going in blind. Fuck me, this is a lot of books that I want to read in a given year. I'm just realizing how much. I knew my goals didn't overlap, but damn. Then I have my rainbow shelves. So I'm just going to breeze through these. If you would like to read them with me, let me know, because I do need to prioritize these. But a lot of them are, again, first in series that I've been sitting on, so, or I want to continue on with series rather than read the standalones. So I need the push. So please, if there are any you would like to read with me, please hit me up. The first is Emmy and Oliver by Robin Benway. I loved Far From the Tree by Robin Benway, so I really like their writing. This is for yellow, and I just keep not going towards it. I don't know if it's because I think I'm starting to phase out of YA, so I don't know. But I feel like I will still really enjoy it. On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I'm embarrassed this is still sitting on the shelf. I've been saying for the past 2 to 3 years that I need to read this, so why haven't I? I know it's going to be amazing, and I just keep not, because I'm a twat. So please, for the love of God, someone hold me accountable to this. It's been on TBRs. Did I finish it? No. Then I have His Name Was Walter by Emily Rodder. I don't know how I feel about this. I got it from April's Unhaul, and I think it could be interesting, but I don't know. So maybe having a support buddy would be great, because then I can actually just dedicate my time to it and do it. Need some motivation to pick this up. Then I have The Bone Witch by Rin Chapeko. I do have the second one, so if we wanted to boom and then see how we go with getting my hands on the third one, I think this is going to be a good read. I don't know if I'm going to love it though, so I'm sitting on the fence. Also started the series, so the apprehension is there. Then I have All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. I really want to pick this up. I also have the second, and I can get the third from Ash's work, I think. Either way, I have the second one, and I know a third one's coming. So I I want to be able to binge read series, but because I'm trying to play catch up, I'm like, oh, and then TBRs. So this I would love to get to ASAP, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And so if you would like to read the series with me, let me know. Then I have The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. I don't mind starting this because I have no intentions of continuing on with the next two straight away because they are companions. So I'm not too worried, but I keep procrastinating on it. I've almost unhauled this multiple times. I just need to do it. So please, someone, for the love of God, hold my hand through this and get me to read this fucker. And then finally, I have the next two books in the Spinster Sisters series. So I have the second one, How Hard Can Love Be, and the third one, What's a Girl Got to Do, both by Holly Vaughan. So this would actually be a really nice conclusion to finish out my rainbow shelf, and so I need to get to them, and I'll finish off a trilogy. So if you've read the first book but haven't continued on with the series, please let me know. My battery's dying, so I'm gonna fly through the last. So the last one I have are series continuations that I would like to get to. The first is Only Human by Sylvain Nabal. This is the last book in the Themis File series, and I'm just sitting on it. I'm sitting on it. Please, for the love of God, someone else be out there that hasn't read this yet and can push me to do it, because it's a trilogy. It's going to be great. I just need to do it. And the other one in a similar vein is Ink Death by Cornelia Funk. This is a beast. This is a beast. This is why I have not done it, but I need to, because it's concluding the trilogy and it's going to be fantastic. I'm so scared. It's going to break me. And then the last one that I would love to buddy read are the Caster Chronicles books 2, 3, and 4. So I need to read book 2 by May to keep these on my shelves, otherwise they're going to self-destruct. And then like the Blue Bloods, I just want to fly through it. It's a YA fantasy. I don't know if it's going to be great, but it will happen. So someone make this happen with me, please. I cannot hold up the two ginormous stacks of books sitting beside me now. I did not realize how many overlaps or lack of overlaps I had. I'm not stressed. So if you would like to read any of these books with me, please, for the love of God, I'm begging you, hit me up. Let me know in the comments and we can chat on the platform of your choice. We can use my Discord or Twitter, Instagram. I don't really mind. I don't care how we set it up. I'm flexible with my reading. Most of the time I just binge read books and then move on. So if you would like to have it more structured, we can do that. If you just want to read it when you read it and then we chat, cool with that. Let me know in the comments, are there any that you would like to buddy read with me? Please, for the love of God, people, help me. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you on my next video. Bye!